finale. Thanksgiving at the Templetons was always a big day. Thanksgiving at the Templetons meant, of course, the Templeton family. Mr. Templeton, Mrs. Templeton, Kenny Templeton, Grandpa Templeton, Grandpa Templeton, Aunt Hedda, and Uncle Fritz. And most certainly the turkey of the Truvings.
It was still dark when Mrs. Templeton lit the oven and took the big turkey out of the refrigerator. Just then, someone knocked at the kitchen door.
It was Mike the milkman. Good morning, Mrs. Templeton. I thought you'd like some eggnog for the holiday, said Mike the milkman. As Mrs. Templeton reached for the eggnog, the turkey slipped from under her arm. Now, on a warmer day, this might not have been a problem, but this Thanksgiving day was quite cold and the steps were covered with ice. Before she or Mike could even think, the turkey had slithered into the yard. Get it! Shouted Miss Templeton.
Mike reached out, but the turkey skidded past him through the gate and into the street.
Hurry, stop that turkey! Screamed Miss Templeton. The milkman chased the turkey. Mrs. Templeton chased the milkman. And the turkey slid down the hill into the pond. Flop, splash, and bubble out of sight.
When Mr. Templeton came down to breakfast, he took a long sniff.
I don't smell turkey. Of course you smell turkey, you have a cold, she replied. I don't have a cold, Mr. Templeton insisted. Mrs. Templeton shook some pepper in the air. Her husband sneezed. Achoo!
See, you do have a cold.
After breakfast, Mr. Templeton put on his coat and scarf and hat and gloves.
I'm going to the bakery to buy out pies, said Mr. Templeton.
One of these animal facts is quite simply out today, said Miss Templeton. Simmer's bakery was so crowded the line reached out into the sidewalk. Mr. Templeton hated to wait in long lines, so he went to the diner for a cup of coffee. By the time he got back, the long line was gone. And so were the pies.
No pumpkin, no mince, no rhubarb, nothing.
Mr. Templeton was afraid to go home with nothing. What is that? Up the street, please, he said. Mr. Simmons, the baker, stared at him. He asked, "You mean 2 empty boxes?" "That's right,"
Mr. Templeton replied.
"My, these feel light," remarked Mrs. Templeton. "Stilty they like. Mr. Sims prides himself on how I like his pies all." Miss Templeton set the table. She called her son. "Kenny, you may make the salad. There are lettuce, carrots, and radishes in the refrigerator." Kenny's face grew pale. Just yesterday he had emptied the refrigerator and fed all the vegetables to the rabbits in Miss Butterworth's class. How could he tell his mother? He couldn't.
So he covered the empty salad bowl with aluminum foil and stuck it in the back of the refrigerator.
When the others went to go pick up the relatives at the train station, Kenny stayed behind to mash the potatoes. Every year this was his job. He loved it. This year I'll make them even better. I'll use the electric mixer, he thought. Just as Kenny flipped the switch on the phone, it was his best friend Nora. There's one thing Kenny wants to do better than mashed potatoes is to talk. Kenny talked and talked and talked to Nora, and he still might be talking today. Had not a wet clump of something hit him on the back of the head. He turned to see what it was. Splat! Another glove hit him in the face.
The mixer was going wild and mashed potatoes were flying everywhere.
Without even saying goodbye to Nora, Kenny hung up the phone. She scrubbed his face and wiped mashed potatoes from nearly everything in the kitchen. He finished just as soon as the others came back. Uncle Fritz patted his stomach. "I'm hungry," he said. "I'm hungry as an elephant," said Grandpa Templeton. Everyone sat down at the table.
Mr. Templeton went to the oven.
"I got the turkey now," Mr. Templeton said. He opened the oven door. "The turkey is gone!" Mr. Templeton searched on the table and under the table and every kitchen cabinet. He looked in the sink and the broom closet. "I can't find the turkey anywhere," cried Mr. Templeton. Mr. Templeton took a deep breath. She told him how their fine turkey had slipped out the door and down the steps and across the yard and through the gate
then. We'll fill up on the trimmings.
said Aunt Hannah good-naturedly. Now we'll get salad, Kenny announced. Kenny sat the bowl on the table and peeled off the aluminum foil.
Everyone stared at the salad that's not there.
I bet it's two rabbits at school, confessed Kenny.
Uncle Fritz looked downright gloomy.
So much for a salad,
Said Uncle Fritz, and his stomach rumbled again.
I'm hungry as 3 elephants, sighed Grandfather. Kenny jumped up and said,
We'll have my mashed potatoes. He brought the pot from the kitchen and lifted the lid.
I was in the stone name the next one why Kenny said meekly, so much for mashed potatoes.
So Uncle Fritz's stomach rumbled even more.
I am hungry as 4 elephants,
Declared Grandfather. The pies, I'll get the pies.
cried Miss Tappleton. Mrs. Tappleton brought in the boxes, set them down, and untied the string.
Brought home 2 empty boxes. Miss Tappleton glared at Mr. Tappleton as he covered his ears.
5 elephants, groaned Grandfather.
The dining room was quiet. Everyone looked out at the empty table. Uncle Fritz muttered something that could not be heard above the rumble of his stomach. A tear ran down Kenny's cheek.
No Thanksgiving dinner,
He snickled.
nothing to be thankful for, sighed Kenny. Grandfather smiled and said,
Of course there is something to be thankful for. There's more to Thanksgiving than turkey and trimmings. Turkeys come and turkeys go, and trimmings can be lost, we know, but we're together, that's what matters, not what's served upon the platters. Miss Tappleton jumped up and said, We have ham and cheese in the refrigerator.
I help make sandwiches, offered Mr. Tappleton.
Kenny wiped away a tear and said,
I'll get with pickles.
Kenny laughed and said,
I'll also open a drawer of applesauce for dessert. And so the Tappletons had a Thanksgiving dinner after all. Uncle Fritz's stomach stopped rumbling, and Grandfather Tappleton ate enough ham and cheese to feed 6 elephants. In fact, everyone had plenty to eat, but most of all, they had each other.